Elements of communication: introduction, message, and feedback. First, introduction. Effective communication plays a vital role in the success of every professional and personal relationship. Becoming a skilled communicator requires you to learn the role of every element of communication. You can use these elements in many ways, including public speaking, interpersonal relationship, media development, and business relations. The basic communication model consists of 5 elements of communication: the sender, the receiver, the message, the channel, and feedback. The sender plays the specific role of initiating communication to communicate effectively. The sender must use effective verbal as well as non-verbal techniques, speaking or writing clearly, organizing your points to make them easy to follow and understand, maintaining eye contact, using proper grammar, and giving accurate information are all essential in the effectiveness of your message. You will lose your audience if it becomes aware of obvious oversights on your part. The sender should have some understanding of who the receiver is in order to modify the message to make it more relevant. In the basic communication model, the sender is point A in the diagram. The receiver means the party to whom the sender transmits the message. A receiver can be one person or an entire audience of people. In the basic communication model, the receiver, labeled point B, is directly across from the speaker. The receiver can also communicate verbally and non-verbally. The best way to receive a message is to listen carefully. Sitting up straight and making eye contact. Do not get distracted or try to do something else while you are listening. Nodding and smiling as you listen to the sender speak demonstrate that you understand the message. Second, message. The message could be the most crucial element of effective communication. A message can come in many different forms, such as an oral presentation, a written document, an advertisement, or just a comment. In the basic communication model, the arrow from point A to point B represents the sender's message traveling to the receiver. The message is not necessarily what the sender intended to be. Rather, the message is what the receiver perceives the message to be. As a result, the sender must not only compose the message carefully but also evaluate the ways in which the message can be interpreted. The message travels from one point to another via a channel of communication. Many channels or type of communication exist, from the spoken word to radio, television, an internet site, or something written like a book, letter, or magazine. Every channel of communication has its advantages and disadvantages. For example, one disadvantage of the written word on a computer screen or in a book is that the receiver cannot evaluate the tone of the message. For this reason, effective communicators word written communications clearly so they do not rely on a specific tone of voice. The convey of messages accurately. The advantages of television as a channel for communication include its expansive reach to a wide audience and the sender's ability to further manipulate the message using editing and special effects. Third, feedback. The last element of effective communication, feedback, describes the receiver's response or reaction to the sender's message. The receiver can transmit feedback through asking questions, making comments, or just supporting the message that was delivered. Feedback helps the sender to determine how the receiver interpreted the message and how it can be improved. In a basic communication model, the receiver transmits feedback from point B back to the sender at point A. As a result, the model has a cyclical appearance as the original receiver became the sender and vice versa.